Hey, what's happening, friends? I want to thank you for checking out our team. Here's a quick video about all of the details, giving you a little bit more background that'll hopefully help you understand kind of how we operate, where we're coming from, and help you evaluate whether or not this is something that you want to be a part of. So just to start off about the team, they make this a little bit bigger here. We were founded in 2019 here at EXP with about 5 agents, my brother and a couple of friends. We are now 130 agents across all 4 major Hawaiian Islands. So that happened over the course of 5 years. We're the number 1 real estate team in the state of Hawaii for production and units sold. And then we are a mega team inside of EXP. So this is important to understand, is that we are not a separate brokerage. We are a team inside of EXP. It's one large brokerage. There are no franchises. There are no regions. And so I am the broker in charge and team leader just for our team. And it's not a separate entity. And we'll talk more about what that looks like because we have a separate operation and support systems inside of the overall brokerage. And that's how the team system operates. So just to give you a quick overview of the team growth over the years, in 2019, we did 43 million and we had 9 agents. In 2020, we did 57 million and we got up to 22 agents. In 2021, we got to 135 million with 47 agents. And this is a year that we heavily expanded onto the east side of the Big Island into Hilo. We brought on some amazing agents there that continue to expand the business there. In 2022, we got to 197 million with 83 agents. And then in 2023, we did 265 million with 110 agents. And in 2023, it was an amazing year. We expanded to Washington, Maui, Oahu, and Kauai all in 1 year. Started with an expansion to Maui early in 2023. In mid 2023, we expanded to Oahu. And then in late 23, we merged with a team, Ron and Margolis's amazing team in Kauai. And they also have a few agents in Kauai. And so, Kauai and Washington. And so we instantly had an operation there on Kauai. So super excited about that. And now we can serve clients at a really high level across the state anywhere if they have those needs. And we have amazing expert agents on every single island that can help them. So how did this all start, right? The team foundation. I think this is very, very important to talk about, to understand how the team operates and what our thought process is and what our culture is. So the first thing is we have a culture code. It's on the homepage of our team website. It's basically 12 principles on how we treat each other and how we treat our clients. And I think if we adhere to those things, we can have a very great culture amongst our team and additionally in our business. And so you can read those. The main thing is if you don't agree with anything in this, you're probably not a good fit. And so this is a good place to start to understand what our mindset is and where we're coming from. We have a mission, right? We have a mission statement as part of that culture code to provide service to our clients that is second to none while enjoying the high quality of life that a real estate career provides. Pretty simple, but that's really what we're trying to do all the time, is create an amazing customer experience. And if we're doing that and keeping that as our North Star, everything else falls into place. And so having a clear mission on what our plan is and how we do business. And then we have a value proposition. This is a big one that we have, that we communicate to our clientele, is that why should clients trust us with their business? And we have experts in every single area of real estate. We can obviously service them anywhere in the state, and we are going to put their interests first every single time. And so that value proposition that we continue to build and communicate to clients is what continues to allow us to acquire more business and more trust from the people in our community and the people that we meet in our lead generation programs. And so having a clear value proposition is very important in that foundational aspect of having a culture, having a mission, and having a value proposition. So our mindset, this is super, super important. Always a positive mindset always wins. And so these are some of the things that are very core to what we do and the way we operate. So the first one is an abundance mindset. A lot of people look at the real estate business as a very scarcity-minded operation or a very scarcity-minded business, and we just don't buy into that. We believe that we can all win together. There's plenty enough business out there, and the rising tide raises all ships, right? So if we have this mindset that just because you win, it doesn't mean that I lose. We can all win together. We can all celebrate each other. If we have that mindset, it changes the game and it really changes the culture of the industry. And it's something that we're very heavily focused on. And like I said earlier, there's definitely enough business for all of us out there. I've done videos in the past where I break down the numbers on how many transactions there are versus how many realtors there are. And there's plenty enough business. We don't have to look at everybody as our competition. We can absolutely share, collaborate, and be a part of a bigger community. And we don't have to look at the world as a scarce place that if I win, somebody else has to lose. We pay it forward. This is an important thing that wasn't by design, but early on in the development of the team, everybody who joined was helped by the people who are already here. And it started with 1, then 2, then 3. And now all of those people feel like they have a responsibility to pay it forward to the next guy because they were helped when they came here. So they will help the next person when they join. And it's been a cool evolution of that mindset and of that culture. That wasn't necessarily by design, but it just happened because that's the way we treated each other. And it just took on a life of its own. And we have a really strong pay it forward culture amongst the team. Okay, so that's the kind of mindset and the background and the foundation of the team. And so this is what the operational structure looks like of the team. We have a very clear standard operating procedure for almost everything that we do. So if you're a new agent or you're unsure about how to do something, we have a resource document that'll walk you through it step by step by step, links to all the resources you need. But standard operating procedures are super important to have consistency and have a resource document that you can go to and have something that can help you walk you through a process that maybe you're not familiar with or that you need a refresher on. We have checklists for everything. So SOPs turn into checklists so you can easily reference and make sure you don't miss anything when you're putting a property on the market or maybe when you're putting together a buyer presentation. Checklists for absolutely everything to make it easy and have a quick reference that you can use to build the product that you're working on. We have templates for everything. I'm a big believer that you don't have to do anything twice if you do it once. So things like an opening escrow email should be something that you can just cut and paste from a template into your email, customize for that transaction and your client, and hit send. And so we have absolutely templates for everything you can possibly think of: social media posts, emails, flyers. I mean, everything you can possibly think of, we have a template for, which makes it very easy to not have to rebuild the wheel on those things. We have instructional videos on most of the important things that you're going to encounter in the real estate business. So you have a reference that you can go to that'll walk you through it step by step via video, and you don't have to worry about calling somebody at 11 o'clock at night to get guidance because we have a video for it. We have script libraries. So if you're wondering, how do I follow up on this type of lead, or what do I say in this circumstance? We have scripts that you can practice, that you can get familiar with, that'll help you with your lead conversion and your lead follow-up efforts. And so tons and tons of resources there. Over almost a 40-page slide deck is what our script library is, of scripts that you can use to have conversations with clients or potential leads. We have weekly, monthly, and quarterly trainings. More on this in a second, but tons and tons of engagement. And maybe the most important and strongest structure that we have are our collaborators. Everybody on the team is someone who is willing to help you. We have a mentorship team. We have coaches on the team. We have several very knowledgeable brokers and tons of just senior agents that are here to help. So that collaboration is huge. Pretty much if there's anything you need to know how to do, somebody on the team has already done it, and they can help you get the knowledge and resources that you need to do that thing. So collaboration is huge. Team resources. All right, so here's a breakdown of all the things on the team that are there to support agents. The first one is an onboarding team. So anybody who's joining the team or the brokerage in the first 90 days is going to be led through that process and step-by-step handheld through that process with our onboarding team to make sure you have a solid onboarding experience and you get up and running very quickly. We have a transaction coordinator team. So if you need help with transactions, I recommend everybody does. We have a team of licensed agents on the team who just focus on doing transaction coordination. They do over 400 transactions a year for our team. They are the highest level professionals possible. And you will always have that transaction support if you need it on the team. We have a mentorship program. We have 12, I think, certified mentors now on the team. So if you join the team and you need to be in the mentorship program, we have certified mentors amongst the team, and you have several of them, many of them that you can choose from to pick the one that best fits your needs and the type of business that you want to do going forward. We have a KV core specialist on the team. We generate a ton of leads. More on that in a second, but we have a specialist that can help with support, and there are weekly trainings on that. We have technology and social media experts on the team that help in all areas: artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. We have tons of experts that can help you in all of those areas. We have a lending partner team. This is something that is somewhat unique in the real estate industry, is we have a team of lenders that work closely, are closely integrated to our team, and know all of our systems, all of our efforts, and are there as partners in your business to make sure that you are converting more business and have the lending resources and a trusted partner ready and able at all times to assist you in your business, to get your clients pre-qualified and make sure that you are closing more deals and qualifying accurately, so you don't have to worry about deals falling through and blowing up midstream because your lender dropped the ball at some point in that process. We have abundant education opportunities, which I'll talk about in a second. We have a coaching and training organization. Several of the agents on the team are coaches in different areas, and that is available to agents if they need that. We have a Google chat. This is small, but it's huge. We have a chat with all of the agents on the team, plus the different markets. And so if you have a question about anything really in real estate, you can put it in the chat and you will have potentially one out of 100 agents who has that knowledge respond back to you very quickly. So you don't have to worry about calling one broker or maybe one mentor. You really have access to the brain trust of the entire team. If you have a simple question that you need answered, you put it in the chat and you'll get an answer back almost immediately like you do on Google, but it'll be from a practicing, knowledgeable agent in that area that has information that you need. And then Team Freedom is our larger revenue share group organization where we have weekly meetings. A lot of times we have a national rock star that comes in and gives us information, best practices, shares, masterminds with us. And so that's a huge another resource that we have access to outside of just our local market, is we have that larger access to knowledge and information via our larger organization. All right, educational opportunities. So there's a ton here. So on Mondays is our meeting day. We have a transaction meeting, an agent attraction meeting, an onboarding meeting, new agents or onboarding and new agent meeting, and a KV Core Power Hour where we focus in on training and coaching and support with our database program, which nurtures our leads and generates leads for us. On Tuesday, we have a scripts call to help agents develop the skills that they need to have a conversation with a cold lead on the phone, or maybe a warm lead that walks into an open house, but gives you those tools to have a quality conversation and turn a cold lead into a friend quickly and into a client and ultimately business. On Wednesdays, we have our All Islands team meeting. That's with agents all across the state, and we focus heavily on mindset, wins, and gratitudes. We have updates about what's going on in the industry and the market. A lot of times we have a guest speaker, but this is a quality hour of solid information that happens every single week, and you never want to miss this one. On Thursdays are in-person meeting days, so we will travel. Myself and another leader on the team will usually go to every location across the state and do an in-person meeting once a month. So we have an in-person training, and so all the stuff that happens online and by Google Meets and Zoom, we do at least once a month in person. So we have that interaction and that collaboration amongst the team, and we don't ever lose that in-person touch. So we do that once a month on Thursdays, and then on throughout the week we have other resources. We have our mentorship team, we have our leadership team, we have a luxury team. So they all have access to additional information and resources if you need them. We have one-on-one strategy and coaching sessions with our leadership team and our lending team. And this is huge, where if you have a specific struggle or need in your business, we can hook you up with somebody who can do a one-on-one session, myself included, if you need that, and help you get through that and give you the tools and resources that you need to move forward in your business. We have a Zillow Flex bootcamp. I'll talk more about Zillow Flex in a second, but we have a bootcamp every other month where we get agents onboarded very quickly into that program so they can get on the phone with leads, taking phone calls, and closing business. We have an Agent Essentials cohort quarterly. So this is for new agents who need the very, very basics. It's like Real Estate 101. It's with one of our managing brokers who's amazing. And they go through a weekly 7-week course where we teach you the very basics of the real estate industry. So we don't take anything for granted. And you have the very essential information that you need to get started in the real estate industry. We have group coaching regularly on all of our different calls where we talk about strategies, mindset, and the things that will help you move forward in your business. We have quarterly masterminds. These are in person, where we bring a roadshow on a team of our agents and leaders to each area across the state, and we do a mastermind. It's usually 4 hours. It's workshop style, where we bring our computers and we really dig into a topic and get really deep into it to just develop the agent skills, and so they understand how to do listing appointment conversion. How do we generate more leads? How do we do a buyer's consultation? Those types of things, get really deep in onto those subjects. We have a level up conference twice a year. So this is a real estate style conference. A lot of you may have seen it advertised in the past, but we've been doing it for about 3 years now. We have amazing speakers that come in from all across the state and nationally to share the information and best practices. And we do that twice a year. And then if you need more info, you can always go to the agencyteamhawaii.com. That's our team resources website that has all of our operational support and resources. And then the teamrisingtide.com website is our about our team website where you're going to find more information like this about the team. All right, lead sources. We talked about leads, touched on it briefly there a second ago, but we have KVCore, which is our database and lead generation software. So that's where all our public-facing website is. We can generate squeeze pages and landing pages that generate leads, but we do a ton of lead generation through KVCore. This is where we do our Facebook and Instagram advertising, Google pay-per-click, and then we drive traffic from our YouTube channel to this, which captures information and then routes leads to our agents. We have referral partners all over the country. We have nationally. I get to speak at a lot of conferences with EXP. So when people think about EXP Hawaii, I'm one of those guys that they'll send leads to that gets distributed to the team. Evolve is a short-term vacation rental partner that provides us with people who want to buy a short-term vacation rental in Hawaii. They provide us with that contact information. Bigger Pockets is an investing organization. Living in Hawaii is a partnership that we have with you may have seen the YouTube or the Facebook show that we do every other week, and there is an educational component to it. If you're moving to Hawaii, you can pay for a course, and this is a place where if they need a realtor and real estate advice, they can partner with us and contact us, and we help them. And of course, with property managers, we have plenty of property manager industry partners that will provide us with people who need to buy and sell if the property manager does not handle that service themselves. We have we have two main data programs, RedX and Mojo. This is to get off-market data, expireds, for sale by owners, pre-foreclosures, that type of data. So we have that information available if you want to work those types of leads. And then YouTube is a huge lead source for us where we get inbound leads at book meetings to have consultations about buying real estate in Hawaii. And I can give you all the details on that, but it's a great program that we've spent years and years and years building up, and now is a very solid source of inbound leads that are really reaching out to us to talk to us. And we just book a meeting, agent comes on, we have a consultation with them, and then that lead gets handed off when that person is ready to come and look at property. And then Zillow Flex is our other large lead source and referral partnership. This is not a traditional pay per lead type program, which most people are familiar with Zillow. We are a partnership. They give us the leads. We pay them a referral fee on the back end. We are closing between 10 and 20 transactions a month through this program. Just in 2023 alone, we did 130 transactions for about $60 million in volume. It is a huge source of business, and it's something that agents can have access to pretty quickly once they go through our Zillow bootcamp. But we have brand new agents who do 10 transactions their first year just through this program. And so it's a huge benefit to our agents, and something that we're really, really excited about moving forward and expanding. We've expanded to Maui and Oahu, and eventually we will get to Kauai. All right, this is a quick breakdown. I'm not going to go through this in detail. If you want to have a discussion about the fees with EXP, this is not the video for it, but this is a quick breakdown that I can send to you. There is a different fee structure when you are with a team versus a standard EXP agent, but I can go through your specific numbers and I can let you know what that looks like. If you have production already, what the comparison would be, and if you are coming in brand new, I can show you the difference so you can make a decision on what works best for you. But the short story is with EXP, you get a $16,000 cap. With a mega team inside of EXP, you get a $4,000 cap. So you pay less to the company. You do play a split to the team, but there's additional benefits that you get by being on the team, plus some reduced fees. And we can go through this in detail when you book a meeting. But the standard math with a individual agent that joins a mega icon team is that the net to the agent is about equal, or it's about the same at $5 million in production. So if you do less than $5 million in production, you will keep more money being on a mega team. If you do more than $5 million in production, the team split becomes a cost. But in most cases, the agents who are doing more than $5 million in production are doing that because they are receiving team leads, and the net benefit of being on the team and getting those leads and doing that business is much greater than any cost that they have paying a split to the team. And again, we can go through that in more detail when you book an in-person meeting. And then the next steps, so if you're wondering and you're watching this video and you say, well, what do I do if I just want to join now? There's an EXP join application that must get done. You must then get a change form signed if you're an existing realtor, or get your license application submitted. We'll walk you through that process. You just got to reach out. And then you can fill out a team form that we have that gives us your information, so we know that you're electing to join the team. And then there's an onboarding handbook. We have a 17-page onboarding handbook that will walk you through the process of getting your business set up if you're brand new, or making the transition over if you're coming from another brokerage. But we'll get you started on that. As this process is taking place, there's many things you can do prior to your license actually transferring, so there's no delay when you get here, and we can get you a head start on the things that you got to do to get your business up and running and transfer over to EXP. If you need more information on this, you can go to the Join the Team tab on the agencyteamhawaii.com, and there's more information there. But this is your quick rundown of the team. Happy to book a meeting with you. If you go to the agencyteamhawaii.com or teamrisingtide.com, there is a link to book a meeting with me. I'd be happy to either sit down in person or via Google Meets and go through your specific questions and needs. Something I'm always interested in is, what are your challenges? What can we help you with? Because if I know what your challenges are and where you want to grow, I could probably point you in the right direction. I can be honest about whether or not we have the resources and information to help you do that specific thing or accomplish your specific goals. So thanks a lot for taking the time in watching this. And if you have any questions, please book a meeting, or you can always reach out, Dylan@buyabigisland.com, or I'm Kona Broker on Instagram. You can DM me there and I'll definitely answer. So thanks for taking the time. Hope to talk to you soon.